Live, and I'm going to give it to you to share what the topic for today is.
So today's topic is about how to live an awesome life. And who doesn't want to live an awesome life, right? We all want to live an awesome life. And sometimes we overcomplicate things. And today's tips are how to simplify things.
Super important. If you're an overthinker, mention it, put it in the comments.
So the starting point is about adaptability. So adaptability, when you think about adaptability and you think about nature and you think about dolphins, dolphins are designed to swim the way they do. They socialize, they're highly intelligent. They don't worry about their weight. They don't worry about people liking them or not liking them. They're adapted to their environment. And the same with Netflix and blockbusters, right? So Netflix adapted, look where they are. Blockbusters, I don't even know if they're going anymore. Another example of adaptability is Say Yes, actually. So they were all face-to-face meeting, mentors and mentees. And then with COVID, they adapted and now the program's online and now it's gone global. So adaptability is crucial beyond belief for everybody and all their businesses.
Another example is, by the way, Nokia, okay, that didn't move like Nokia, Kodak, companies that were leading the markets and didn't adopt to the new technologies and changes.
Absolutely. So some ways to be more adaptable are through play, connecting with others, and by having downtime. And play is something, it is so interesting because if you think about play, which kids just do so naturally, and it's part of their growth and their development, it's the same for us. It's how we get creative. It's how we start to take risks. It's how we see no limitation. It's how we problem solve. But the problem is that we often don't play in the way that I don't like the word should, but the way that we could. So play can be, and I don't know your take on this, but I think with play, it's something, even when we get together with friends and we'll do like Trivial Pursuit or Pictionary, or I don't know, what are some of the things that you do for play?
Code names, Tuna Flip, games like those. But we play in everything, I think when you come to a different place, you play with your personality, you bring something else. I think it's like got so many different type of way of playing. And I think that's our entire life. It's a game in a way.
It is, because we take everything so seriously and we take life so seriously. So the first one with adaptability is play. The second one is about
don't be very competitive as well when you play, because I tend to be very competitive. So yes.
which is fine if that's your thing,
as long as you laugh with it and you don't cry and like getting like angry, because that's not the purpose of it.
And throw your toys, literally.
Yes.
The next one is other. So this is about connection, and connection we know is so important. So I was looking at, I look at my own life, and I've got a connection. I've got a group of ladies that I do a monthly lunch club with. And then I've got a connection that I'm now doing this meditation with. And then I've got the Say Yes connection. So for me, I like to have different groups of people that I'm connecting with, because I think these communities, as I know you're a massive believer of, are vital to our sanity and to prevent us from getting depressed.
I fully agree.
And to highlight that, if you think about it, when you go, when people are tortured or they're put under some kind of punishment, they are put into isolation. So as a child, I'm sure they don't do it these days, but when I was growing up, if you'd done something wrong, go to your room. So you're put in isolation. If you're in prison and you've done something wrong, you go into isolation. So isolation is definitely something that is associated to something that we have done, which possibly we shouldn't have done. And there isn't that connection with other people. So that connection is so important. And for you, what would you say
By the way,
what are
today I don't
your
think it's and it's like it's not a punishment to go to your room. You've got so many games and stuff like this, so it's not really a punishment.
I don't know. My parents did use it. I mean, I did find things to do, but they did use it as
Mine as well, but I'm saying it's not a punishment to be in your room. A punishment is to take something from you that you really want. And I think that's the difference, like, on like today, because again, it is important. We're human. We need each other. We cannot be just by ourselves all this time.
mm, yeah. So I think either to be part of a community or try and build your own community is essential for your sanity. And I know you agree. Yeah. Yeah. The next one is about downtime. And downtime is something that there's that kind of that there's the two sides, there can be a little bit of guilt. We're thinking, oh gosh, maybe I shouldn't, maybe I shouldn't have this downtime. And then that's that other side, whereas if you don't have downtime, stress builds up. You can't actually process your mind. You can't become mindful about anything. And you get to burnout. So you need to have that downtime. But I think there's that constant, I don't know, where are you at with downtime?
So I fully agree, like, about having a downtime, because that's what helps me to rise up. Like, if you want to fall, how do you know, like, to get up and to get to a better place? So, but I usually allow myself to have that downtime, and because I'm allowing it to myself, I'm finding it that it's despairing very quickly. Versus if I wouldn't, and then I'll feed myself with like things, like negative things in my head, and then it's going into that cycle that eventually I'm getting upset with myself about letting this stupid thing upsetting me. So it created a cycle, and that's why when I allow myself to be like, I'm not in the mood for anything, I get my energies back again quick.
Yeah. And those are the things that I wanted to share, because I think, again, you're not kind of going into the weekend and having a look at the past week. Maybe there's areas in your life that you can adapt a little bit more. Maybe you can play a little bit more. If you're wanting to connect and you live in Hout Bay or you live in Cape Town and you want to join our soul circle and come to the meditation on the 28th of May, join the ladies group or whatever you want to join, but maybe be part of some kind of a connection with other people. And then lastly, take some downtime, have some time just doing whatever it is you love to do.
Even if it's just to sit on the couch and watch TV, like I sometimes love and enjoy to do.
Yeah, absolutely. Because if you can sort all that out, everything is awesome.
Life is becoming way more easier when we're not overthinking and just letting things be and going with the flow. And the way you said with the dolphins, just adopt the situation and just go with the flow.
Absolutely. Have a good weekend.
Okay, good weekend, everyone. Bye.
Bye.